Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to geography class. Today we'll be looking at the sub-branches and the importance of geography. Do not forget that in our last video we talked about the meaning of geography and the branches of geography. But today we'll be looking at the various sub-branches in geography and the importance of studying geography. So let's start. In a bid to efficiently and effectively study the numerous topics under geography, the branches of geography has been subdivided into various sub-disciplines, and that is what we are going to be treating today. So let's write. So we're starting with the sub-branches of geography. So this is what we are going to be looking at today. Here with me I have up to 15 sub-disciplines or sub-branches under the branches of geography, and I'm going to be mentioning like 12 of them, and we'll explain 5 of them because of time. So I have geology, I have climatology sub-discipline in geography. I have biogeography. Next, economic geography. Next discipline I have here is environmental geography. Let's move to the next page. We have remote sensing. That's another sub-discipline in geography. We have land surveying. After land surveying, we have geographic information system. Then we have map work. After map work, we have urban planning. After urban planning, we have regional planning. Let's move to the next page. We have medical geography. We can say geography is definitely a field of study that cuts across various disciplines through these sub-branches that we have mentioned. So we'll be looking at some of these sub-branches one after the other. What is it all about? Each sub-branches of geography. So we are going to start with geology. Geology is the first sub-discipline I will be talking about. Geology. That is the first sub-discipline I have here. Geology. What is geology all about? Geology deals with landform structures. That is what geology or geomorphology is all about. It is responsible for the study of earth forms, shape and structure. That is, it studies the origin, the history and composition and its impact on human activities over time. How different earth forms changes over time. That is what geology is all about. Studying the structure of the earth, the composition of the earth, the origin of the earth, the history, the composition and its impact on human activity. Another sub-discipline we have is climatology. That is the second sub-discipline I will be talking about. Climatology is the average atmospheric condition of a place over time. That is what climatology is all about. Climatology is the study of how different kinds of weather that occur at a place changes over time. This science helps us to understand better the atmospheric conditions that can cause different weather patterns and temperature changes over time. So climatology is a sub-discipline in geography that helps us to understand better the weather and climate pattern of a place over a period of time. While we have changes in weather patterns, while we have rising sea level, climatology is the one or is the branch that will explain all those things to us. Another sub-discipline I have here is environmental geography. Environmental geography explains to us the interactions between human and the natural world. Interactions between the humans and the natural. So environmental geography is the study of planets, the intricate variety of living and non-living elements and processes, and how we humans connect with the physical features of the environment, the air, water, soil, and so on. That is what environmental geography is all about. Studying the interactions between the humans and the natural world, that is the impact of humans on air, soil, and land, which are the physical or the natural features of our environment. That is what environmental geography is all about. Another interesting subdiscipline under geography is land surveying. I believe this is not the first time we are hearing about land surveying. Land surveying is the study of the direct measurements on land for mapping. It means direct measurement of land for mapping. Okay, let's move to the next page. That is what land surveying is all about. Direct measurement of land for mapping. It is the art and science of measuring land to determine points on the ground, the angles, the distances, the height between them. That is what land surveying is all about. Studying land, the angles, the distances, height between two or more lands. That is what land surveying is all about. It also helps us to study the buildings. Buildings, roads are also noted on a survey. That is, when we are building roads, bridges, all these are also noted. Their measurements are noted under land surveying. So that is what land surveying is all about. I will move to another interesting subdiscipline: regional planning and urban planning. When we are talking about regional plan, this is design and regulation of the use of space in cities. This includes the study of spaces, the use of space in the city. It includes how we can manage the spaces, how we can efficiently build roads, bridges, buildings in our cities without altering the normal activities of the environment. Urban planning, on the other hand, deals with the specific towns or cities, while regional planning covers multitude or multiple urban areas beyond just one city. I think that is the difference between regional planning and urban planning. Regional planning covers multitude or multiple urban areas, while urban planning deals with specific town. Study of a specific town or city, that is urban planning, while regional planning, on the other hand, is the study of multiple cities or towns. So regional planning is the process of making decisions regarding urban and natural environment at a strategic scale. Activities like transport, housing, and environmental impact assessment are the topics that are studied under urban planning. Studying transport in the city, housing, and environmental impact assessment, that is the positive or negative impact construction of roads, construction of buildings can have on that particular environment. That is what regional planning and urban planning is all about. I think that is the last subdiscipline we are going to be looking at in this session. If you have another subdiscipline you want us to talk about, kindly put that in the comments section. Without wasting time, we are going to be talking about the importance of geography. That is, why do we study? What are the reasons we study geography? Number one, to learn the location of places and the physical and cultural characteristics of those places in order to function more efficiently in our increasingly interdependent world. Let me break this down. This particular point is trying to tell us that geography helps us to study or to learn the location of places and their physical characteristics in that particular environment, the type of plants, the type of animals, the type of soil, the type of vegetation that occupies that particular location. We study that in geography. So geography helps us to learn the location of a place and the different things or the different physical features in that particular location. That is the number one importance of geography. Number 2, to develop a mental map of your community, that is to understand your environment. If you go out and people ask you that, oh, what is it about your environment, what is the vegetation there, the soil there, how do they look like? So it gives you the mental map. Geography helps you to understand the mental map of your what, of your community. It provides you with the different informations that you need to know about where you are staying, to develop mental map of your community. Another very important reason why we study geography is to appreciate Earth as the homeland of humankind. It is to appreciate the Earth. When we understand geography, when we understand our environment through the study of geography, we will learn to appreciate the ecosystem. We learn to appreciate the biodiversity in our environment. We won't kill our biodiversities anyhow. So geography provides insights on how we can relate with the different features in our environment, how we humans can relate with our biodiversities, how we can relate with the ecosystem. That is what geography is all about, to appreciate Earth as the homeland, to appreciate the Earth as our homeland. Many of us do not respect the Earth, we do not respect the space, we jeopardize our environment. But through the study of geography, we will know that the Earth as a planet is very, very important to us. And when we degrade the natural processes of the Earth, it will come back to us. It is going to come back to us in a very bad way. So we need to appreciate the Earth, and we need to appreciate the natural components of the environment that God has given to us. That is another reason why we study geography. Another point we have here is to get students to understand important issues facing our community. In this day and time, we have different environmental problems, different community problems we are facing: deforestation, soil degradation, land degradation, burning bushes, poaching, and so on. So when the students learn or study geography, they are able to understand the impact of these environmental problems on our health and the environment at large. So geography helps students to learn more about our activities that can continuously have negative impact on the environment. That is another reason why we study geography. And the last but not the least point that I have here, let's move to the next page and discuss that. The last point we have here is students with knowledge of geography can specialize and become professionals. Students with the knowledge of geography can specialize and become professional surveyor. You want to be an architect, a planner, an environmentalist, a sailor, pilot. Geography gives you that understanding, give you the understanding of these various professions. So let me put that into rights. So if a student that want to become an architect, sailor, environmentalist, when they have the knowledge of geography, they will be able to deliver well in their area of specialization. Be it an architect, a planner, an environmentalist, they will be able to deliver very well. So these or those are the reasons why we study geography. Geography is very important to us, especially with the study of environment, because when we take care of our environment, or when we take care of the earth, we also survive. Geography is a dynamic and essential field of study that enriches our understanding of the geography, allow us to understand the world. So as we face complex challenges such as climate change, urbanization, and cultural conflict, geography provides valuable insights necessary for navigating and shaping a sustainable future for our planet. Geography explains to us the different ways we can deal with different environmental problems and how we can overcome whatever challenges we are facing in the environment. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. See you in my next video. Bye bye.